everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play. Today we're taking a look at the 2019 edition of Warhammer Skirmish as published in the January 2019 issue of White Dwarf. This has full rules for converting Age of Sigmar to a skirmish game, as well as 7 battle plans to play through. And the story is that next month's White Dwarf's gonna have some campaign rules too, so for adding special experiences and learning and stuff to your hero that leads your warbands. Now there's also 6 command traits and 6 artifacts and relics that you can give to your commanders. Full rules for matched play, and this doesn't need to be as updated as the previous one was because it gives you a rubric for converting any war scroll in Warhammer Age of Sigmar to skirmish. So you don't have to have like an updated constant thing of army lists. It just runs right off of the General's Handbook point values. You just divide them by the unit number, and you get basically your per model point cost. And if you want to upgrade someone from that war scroll to be a champion, then you pay an extra 5 points. So it's really simple math, and a great opportunity to use some models that you just wanted to paint, or use some models that you had lying around that you'd have a full army for. So today I'm using some Shadespire guys, and you're using your Mordheim warbands. It does take place on kind of a weird table size. It's a 30 by 40 table size, which is almost identical to 2 of the board sections from those new cardboard table in a box sets that GW is selling. So for instance, the Age of Sigmar, the Azerite battlefield one, basically, they're not quite 30 by 40, they're 33 by 44. But what I just made myself a 30 by 40 neoprene gaming mat out of an old gaming mat. So we've got our skirmish table all set up here. But if you're doing it at home, any of those cardboard table sets are the perfect size for playing this. So we'll show you the table, we'll show you the basic core rules, and we'll get this underway. It is January 2019's White Dwarf, and what you're looking for in here is the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Skirmish update. This White Dwarf in particular had tons of new stuff in it, and this article, of course, Blood in the Streets, is John Bracken, who also gave us the cool Gargant battle rules, second published rule set in White Dwarf, which I'm pretty stoked about. You're doing a great job, John. You came from the Warhammer World group, so you're automatically aces in my book. You're basically going to play a standard Age of Sigmar campaign. You can see here, here's my army. At 250 renown, and you're going to calculate renown out of the core amounts of points that are in the General's Handbook over here. So really all you need to play this is your 4 pages of rules, you need the General's Handbook, and this is your White Dwarf. Or if you've got Az or any of the apps and stuff like that, then you're fine for all that. Because obviously all the Age of Sigmar Warscroll stuff is free. So as long as you have the point values, you can compute how many renown all of your guys are going to be. Now, you have champions in your units. They're all considered to be a special type of model. So for instance, in a regular unit of Liberators, the Prime is a champion. Severin Steelheart counts as the leader of the unit for the champions over here. And then Tefk Flamebringer counts as it for the Chosen Axes. They're important because certain things in the scenarios will proc off being a champion, stuff like that, and you actually pay additional renown for them. So it's a free upgrade usually in Age of Sigmar. In a skirmish game, because they have a bigger impact, you pay an extra 5 renown to upgrade someone to be a champion. So you don't really have a choice. If you're going to bring Severin Steelheart, you kind of have to pay for him to be Severin Steelheart, same with Tefk. But if you're just bringing standard Liberators, or as you see later, the Bone Splitters that Jason's playing with, he's paid 5 points to make one of them a champion. You can take any one war scroll once, so every war scroll is unique. It's all Highlander, up to the maximum number of models you can take. You have upgrades, so for instance, if you were taking a regular unit of Liberators, 1 in every 5 could have a Grand Hammer, 1 in every 3 could have a Grand Hammer, Grand Blade, 5 could have a Grand Hammer, Grand Blade. You just have to follow that same rubric, so you'd need to take a grand total of 5 models to give that upgrade one. You can't just have them all have Grand Blades or Grand Hammers. And then when you choose your warbands, you can choose any model from the same Grand Alliance. So don't worry about faction keywords, just your Grand Alliance. And everything's a skirmish formation, so every model in a war scroll is an individual unit of 1. So that means things like mortal wounds overflowing you don't have to worry about, and that'll be important in a minute when you see what our scenario is, because our scenario is going to have an endless spell, a predatory endless spell, floating around the table. And of course, everybody can operate as an individual unit. It means they all pile in separately, they all activate separately in combat, and it generally gives a more back and forth feel to the game. Then you got allegiance abilities, chaos. They can do a bloody offering, so if roll a die when a friendly model is slain within 3 inches of an enemy model, before you move it on a 6 to get the pound and fight, so you get the free pound and fight. You get deathly vigor on your death models to get a 6+ wound negation. Savage killing spree for destruction. End of every combat phase on a 5+, pick a destruction model within 2 of the enemy, and they get to pile in and fight again. And then order unwavering will reroll your battle shock tests, which is actually super handy because the whole warband makes a single battle shock test, and the amount that you fail by is the amount of models you have to remove when you fail. So it's bad. And then can I take Nagash? They've specifically let you take unique and big models in this. So if you want to write your own battle plans, if you want to hunt Nagash or one of the Mortarks and take like a 400-point skirmish formation to go hunt down, you know, a 400-point monster or something like that, you can. They're just leaving it open. They're leaving the door open like that. And because they didn't have to come up with point values and lists for every faction in the game, I think that suits it really well. You get a general, you have to have one, and they're typically going to be a hero. They can pick one of 6 command traits. So you can take a reroll charge rolls for you and friends within 6. Add 1 to wound rolls for attacks made with general if they're within 6 of friends. Inspirational, add 2 to their bravery when they take a battle shock test if they're within 6 of another model. They can unbind like a wizard if they're within 6 inches of friendly model. 5+, get an extra command point if they're 6 of friendly model. So they can't do this stuff alone. It's all when they're acting as a hero. And then Ruthless Conqueror, at the start of your combat phase, you can sacrifice somebody within 3. They take D3 mortal wounds, and you can reroll 1s to hit and wound. And then you got 6 different artifacts of power, and of course they might expand this later with allegiance specific ones, but these are all the generic ones anyone can take. So +1 wound, add 1 to casting rolls, but if you roll double 1, you take a mortal wound. And if you're not a wizard, you become a wizard, and you can cast a spell in your hero phase if you're a wizard instead. And you know, Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield. -1 hit for melee attacks with the Mask of Horror, Armor Bane, improve the run by 1, Oblivion Charm when you die, each enemy model within 3 inches on a 4+ takes a mortal wound, and Zephyr Shield -1 to hit for missile weapons. So some just nice generic relics and stuff that everybody can be given. I'm not sure, it doesn't specify unique models can't be given them, so I'm not going to give Tefk anything because he has his own command ability and he also has like a really kick-ass axe already. So I'm not going to double down. Typically you can't give unique models a relic or a command trait. So the Bone Splitters that Jason's taken will have them, but I'm not going to give anything to Tefk. Modifications, so most of your command abilities just work the same, but if they have any effect on Battle Shock, they don't work in Skirmish. You don't use the usual Battle Shock rules. Instead, if you take any models of casualties during a turn, at the end of the battle, or the start of the Battle Shock phase, your commander makes a Battle Shock test, and every point you fail by, you have to pick someone from your warband to flee. Can't summon or add models to a unit ever. And then no Realm of Battle rules, and no Realm spells used in these battles. Also, you can't use endless spells unless the battle plan actually lets you. And skirmish scenarios are in this same White Dwarf, and we'll go through them in a second, but they happen on a 30 by 40 inch mat, like I said, so we've just cut existing battle mat on this side. This is actually the one used for Rune Wars, and I turned it into a Rangers of Shadowdeep mat and then a AOS skirmish mat, which I'm pretty stoked about. But I guarantee if this catches on popularity, you'll see mat companies doing 30 by 40 inch mats, because that's what the industry does. Chases what's popular. And then match play. So a match play game is 250 renown. It's a good sized warband, gives you a game in less than an hour. You get match play battle plans. There's D3 of them. So Clash of Dawn, Treasure Hunt, and Hold the Center are the ones that are considered to be the ones that are like the balanced ones. You can also pick any pitch battles, General's Handbook ones, and just alter the dimensions of the size. And then for tournaments, do 250 renown, and determining winners, you get a major victory for 30 points, minor for 20, draws 10, and loss as 0. And then of course, have crazy house rules. Do it. The renown calculator's down here. Pick you want to take a model from. Look up their cost in General's Handbook. Take the point cost and divide it by the minimum count of models to give you the cost of a single model and round down. So for instance, this is a 100-point unit, which means each of these folks would be 33 1/3 points. They're going to be 33 points, meaning that it's 99 for all of them, 104 because I have to upgrade Severin to be a unit leader. He's a champion. Same over here. This unit is 40 points normally, the Chosen Axes. So they're going to be 13 1/3 point. No. 13 1/3 points? No. They're going to be, yes, 13 1/3 points, which means they're going to be 13 points each, which will make them 39 points, 44 points because I have to make Tefk into a unit leader, and then 100 points for Fuel Grimnir, which puts me at a grand total of 248 points. I can't spend the last 2, but they're really there just disappearing from rounding for a total of 250 points in my warband. Rules for champions and upgrades. You may select any of the weapons provided you have the right amount of models. So if you have a Grand Hammer, for instance, and a unit of Liberators, if you've got 5 Liberators, then you can take one, no additional cost. But if you want something to be a champion, you have to add 5 renown cost to the model. So that's why I'm paying the extra for Tefk and for Steelheart. That's it for the core rules. Now next month should have all of the rules for doing your campaigny stuff, but they give you 7 battle plans in here and a warband roster sheet, which is pretty much the same as the original one, for writing down all of your special stuff for your whatchamacallit, your warband as they grow and get bolder. And these are all of the cool battle plans. So what we're gonna play Hold the Center today. We're gonna do a match play one. No, let's do the Endless Spell one. It'll be more fun. We're gonna do a Dangerous Hunt. I was thinking about doing one of the match play ones, but we'll do the crazy fun one because I already pulled the model down here. And in this one, the basic story is the Necroquake has flooded the mortal realms with the dangerous manifestations of magical energy. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff on the table. You start with a Predatory Endless Spell. It has to be one of the predatory ones in the middle of the board. At the end of each battle round, you control it if you have the most models within 6. And the person that controls it, of course, gets to activate it at the start of the next round. But then you don't roll to see who goes first. The person that doesn't control it automatically has priority in the next battle round. So you're probably going to lose somebody to the spell, but because they're all units of 1, you're only going to lose 1 model, and then you get to jump on your opponent the next round. 5 turns, if you control it and you've killed more points in renown of models than your opponent, you get a major victory. Otherwise, it comes down to whoever killed the most points in models, they get a minor victory. So here's Jason's Bone Split Warband. We've got a Weird Gog Shaman. Wargog Shaman? Is that what he's called? he's your hero? Something. He's called something the Wargog Shaman. He's your leader, though.
That's correct.
And he's converted out of some of the command bits from the whatchamacallit, the Bone Splitters models. She's using him as an Auric Great Shaman. Never mind. He's not actually the Weird Gog one. So, what's he got for his magic items?
He has the mask, so -1 to hit melee.
Nice.
The inspirational leader. So
+2 if he's within 6 of friends. He takes Battle Shock.
And the savage thing that he gets for being destruction is the 5+
Pile and fight.
Yep.
Yeah, his extra allegiance trait. And then you got a unit of Stickas, the guys with the spears. And this isn't actually one of the big stabbas. You've upgraded your champion model here. So he's a champion with a big stabba. So these are 2 guys with spears and shields. You've got, and they're what, 12 points each?
Yeah, and
so
it's
36.
It all counts as 1 unit. They're just equipped differently.
Yeah. So okay, that's right. Because that's actually, I should have mentioned that actually. When you pick your models, any equipment options they can take, you can have. So you can actually normally in AOS you'd have to take them all equipped the same way. In this one, you can take any mix that the Warscroll allows because you're only allowed 1 Warscroll, so it lets you take different kinds. So you've got 3 here, or sorry, 2 here with
they just count
the double stabbas.
No, Choppa and Shield.
Oh, there is no Choppas. Oh, okay. So you got Choppa and Shield for 4, and then Choppa and Spear for 2. 3 because this guy's your unit leader.
Yep.
And then you got 2 of the Air Boys.
Yep. The guy with the top knot is the leader upgrade as well.
Gotcha. And so they're 12 plus 48 is 60, plus 36 is 96, plus 10 is 116, and then whatever this guy's cost, 120, so 136. And then you're short a model somewhere? This is math bad. These guys are 14 points each. So it's 126 plus 120, so 146 total. Got it. So there's your 246 points for the destruction. Our table set up. We got some Azurite Ruins, a Witch Fator, some rando trees and stuff, and some deactivated Realm Gates. In the center we have a Quicksilver Blade, which is what we're trying to control right now. And the deployment for this is we roll off and then go back and forth 1 model at a time, deploying 9 inches away from enemy territory, so 6-inch deployment zones basically. And we'll dice off and be back after deployment. So I rolled a 1, so I bet you're going to get to the... Yes, you get to pick sides, which you clearly have already done. So we're back after we deploy all our models. All right, so we've got Angerad Bright Shield, along with Tefk and one of my Chosen Axes. Or sorry, not Tefk, Fuel Grimnir. And then Tef's over here with the other Chosen Axe, Steelheart, and Oberyn on the sides. I'm starting to remember your guy. It's like Mad Margrim and something else. The beta axes. And then across from us, you've got Spear Lad with Arrow Lad, and then 2 regular Bone Splitters. You've got your, what's his face? Regular Bone Splitters, Spears, and Shooter, and then your Great Shaman in the middle. So dicing off. There's going to be 5 battle rounds before this is over. Let's see who's going first. I get to choose. I'm going to make you activate first, so your first hero phase. So you went to 1, and well, you're in hero phase right now. Did you want to do anything in hero phase, or do you have any spells? Or you can cast Mystic Shield on somebody, or Arcane Bolt. Do Gaze of Grom or Gaze of Mork?
So select 3 units that are visible and within 20.
1, 2, 3. I think the wall blocks this whole half.
So I can only do those 2.
Okay.
The other guy's too far away.
Sounds good.
On a 6, which is 2 dice.
So one of them takes mortal wound. What happens? It's off with 11. Yep. And you get it off. I can't deny it because I don't have any wizards. So it's just whatever the effect is. Appreciate it. So for Shield Grimnir, on a 1.
Nothing.
This one? 5?
On a 5, it is 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound, okay. And that's right, on a 6 is D3 mortal wounds. So I have, I'll take a mortal wound unless I can roll a 6 because I have a shrug from being near Shield Grimnir. So 6 plus. Nope, take a mortal wound. He's dead. Yeah, he doesn't make his shrug, so he's just toast. He got 1 wound. Back to you. Your hero phase is over. So movement. Walking 6. 5, gotcha. Gonna walk.
Walk, and then...
Gonna run. 4 more, so 9. Run. Going 6. Nobody's charged this turn, so you might as well. Going 6. Slow orcs.
Next movie guy.
Going 9.
Ew.
Heading forward. And then Mr. Air Guy can still shoot.
So he's going to move 5.
You can see through his friends. Perfect. Side.
Running.
Run. Yep. Going 6. Jesus, there's lots of 1s for runs. Next one. 4.
He's
9.
gonna stay right in the...
Stay with his friends. Yep. Stay in the battle line. The boss goes 9 as well.
He's also gonna stay close by, and he's gotta move 5.
Okay. Phase. Who wants to shoot first?
2 shots out of him on 5s into Fulgrim.
That's good. So Field Grimnir is not within 3 of friends. I've still released 3 friends, so he doesn't get the -1 hit. So go ahead.
No hits.
No hits. I'm into it. And then over here.
2 shots into the little dwarf dude.
Little dwarf, okay. Not Tefk.
So 5s.
2 hits. Uh-oh. One's on 4s.
4s.
Right, everybody ran who's nearby, so you're probably not charging.
Nope.
So it's over to me, my half of the first battle round. I have 2 models over here next to the swords, which means you're gonna send them after me unless I send 3 friends. So but then I go second. Or I go murder the world and hope that the Quicksilver Swords don't just kill Tefk. He's gonna go, he's gonna walk 5, heading this way. Angrad's gonna follow him, also going 5. Staying aside. Steelheart's gonna go 5, heading this way. We're gonna run with Oberyn. It's gonna take the flank. He goes 4 extras. I'm not gonna spend my CP, so he's gonna go 9. So he's gonna go 8 to here, and then 1 more. We're gonna head up, and we're just gonna walk with Tefk. Tefk's gonna walk 5 up to here, and his little buddy's gonna walk 5 on the other side of Steelheart. Like so. No wizard, so if you're wondering why I didn't do anything in the hero phase, it's because I didn't have anything to do in the hero phase. So, I don't have any guns. Do we just charge? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna try and charge. Field Grimnir's gonna charge. He's gonna have to fight the world, but he's within 8. I got a YOLO and 8. Do I make it? Nope. If I CP this and get a 4+, I could make it. Roll the whole thing. I don't like it charged. Now we're gonna send in Angerad, or just wait. If I send him in, the spell is gonna kill me. I don't think I have enough within 6. You've got at least 2, maybe 3. Reroll it. Spend my CP. It got worse. Going with Tefk though. He's gonna charge. See how far he goes. He goes 6. So he'll make that charge. Yes, he will. Finish him. And then we'll also send Steelheart. Everyone's gonna pile on me if I don't do this. Send Steelheart. Oh god, he only goes 4. I think I make it. I don't. And then we'll send his little buddy over here. Oh, he goes all day. Jeez, I could charge him. Do I do it? Heck yeah, I do. Let's go. Let's fight, nerds. Let's do this. Being how it is, I think Angrad's gonna try as well. Angrad's gonna charge. How do we do? Well, she also goes crazy far. She goes and fights your boss, man. I think we fight to the edge. We go like this. We drag these two in like that. We're fighting. Let's do the important one first. 2 attacks, hit on 4s, and run -1/1 damage. Hit once, 3 still wounds. Doesn't even. Back to you. So you fight with him, but he's already gone. There's also these guys who can all pile in almost. And then these guys over here. Oh, that guy? Fight Angrad, sounds good. So how many attacks you got?
He gets 2. Nope, sorry, 1 attack.
Okay. Hit on a 4.
4.
Hits.
And a 3.
Oh. Alright, so it's back to me. Alright, Tefk. You're gonna murderize this guy. So you get 2 attacks hitting on 4s. He's damaged too, because he's my champion. And he rerolls misses, because he's got twin Volkite axes. And he wounds on a 3. He's awful. That's him piled in. Back to you.
This guy.
Gonna pile in. We almost need markers to know who's gone.
Yeah.
Because like I'm realizing that like I think I'm actually gonna start marking my models who fought with just upside down old counters. If I have them. Mark with these Azurite runes who's fought and who hasn't, because otherwise this is gonna get wicked confusing super fast.
So I moved this guy in. So 1 attack.
On 4?
4.
Nope. So it's just Angerad. She's gonna stab the guy who hasn't fought yet. She has 2 attacks with a Sigmar Warhammer hitting on 4s. Nope. Back to you. She's fought.
Orc is gonna orc on a 4. Nope.
Nope. So the next month's White Dwarf has some kind of like token sheet for this in it. So I'm done. Everyone I have that can fight. So you've got this guy left. Probably both. Yeah, both actually this whole group can fight. But you gotta pile away from the swords to do it.
Gonna
Shaman's first, okay.
1 attack. 4 up.
Yeah.
Automatically go second.
You will go second if you'll go second, but you'll get to control the swords who will just kill a model on the table right now. Because they fly 12 and attack within 6 inches. So they can hit the whole board basically when you do that.
I'm good.
So basically this guy can file in and this guy can pile in. As long as he doesn't move, you'll control the Quicksilver towards the end of this.
Okay, so we'll start with him.
For boss?
No, because it's a spear. So, oh, sorry, 4 and then 4.
Yep, this is better, worse wounding. Nope. And this guy doesn't have to pile the whole way. He can just get within 2. Boop, and then fight.
So 4, 4.
Nope. See the combat phase over. So battle shock. I've taken a casualty. You've taken none. So Fuel Grimnir has to make a battle shock test. He's courage 8 though. +1. That's a 6. We're okay. We didn't even care with that berserker. The top round 2. You control the Quicksilver swords. So they can make a move. They're predatory. They fly. They move 10 inches. Sorry. No, they move 8 inches, and then they attack within 6. So they basically have a 14-inch threat range. You can just fly anywhere you want and attack anybody you want.
Exactly where I'm going. We're going this way.
Okay.
Attacking him.
All right, so you get 12d6, and every 6 is a mortal wound that Fuel Grimnir takes. All right, 12d6. Roll 6 6s. You got 3. So Fuel Grimnir is protected by Grimnir, but he's not near a friend right now. Shrugs, he takes 3 wounds. He got 3 left. But now it belongs to us. Does mean I get to go first this round. So it's time to peanut butter Oberyn. Let's run 5 Oberyn. I don't have anything to do with my hero phase. Stay outside of 3. We're gonna walk 5 over here with Steelheart. I guess we just go over here. Like this. Stay outside of 3. All right, no shooting. We're gonna go right to the charge phase. Fuel Grimnir's gonna charge. He goes 5, so he's gonna go charge this fella. That's time within a ½ inch. Then Oberyn's gonna charge. He goes 9, so he's gonna charge around behind here, and within a ½ inch of that guy. I think from there, do I charge Steelheart? I'm so tempted. Oh, I should have fallen him back. That's what I should have done. Am I within 6 with Fuel Grimnir? I am. So I'm actually just gonna, I'm gonna charge the Steelheart as well. He goes 10. He's gonna go charge over to here and fight your war boss. All right, charge phase. Fuel Grimnir is kind of beat up, but I think we do Steelheart first. So it's gonna go first. He's got 3 attacks with his broadsword. Hits on 3s normally, but I get Layla the Tyrants against you because you got 5 or more wounds, so I hit on 2s. So I hit 3 times, but I only wound on 4s because it's not that stabby. Whoa, but I get 3 at -1.
So 5.
Sorry, minus nothing. Oh wait, I'm not lying. No, it is -1.
So 6s. So
All
take
right,
2.
Take 4 because he's damaged 2. Almost gotcha. Oh, almost gotcha. So he's done. So it's back to you. We mark him as having fought.
Okay.
Shaman's gonna try and not die.
Yeah.
Hits. What does he wound on?
3 up.
No, he
I will
fails.
spend the command point.
You can't reroll dice with that. With this, it's only reroll charges and runs. There's no blanket reroll in this game. He's done. We're gonna go with Fuel Grimnir then, actually, and he's gonna do an attack. He's gonna do 2 attacks into this guy, and 1 into him. 2 attacks on 4s into the big Stabalita. 1 hits, and then it wounds on 3s. Wounds -1 with the latchkey axe. 6s because you're +1 -1 because you're shield.
2 wounds, 1 wound.
It does 3 wounds. Just 1 die. Nope, he dead. 1 attack into the air boy. Misses. So he's done. Over there, sounds good. So 1 attack, 4s, hits. 3s. Nope. We're gonna go over here to Tefk. He's gonna put an attack into each of these guys. So on the left on a 4+, and then on a 3+, it wounds. So 1 at no rend.
5s.
Nope, 2 damage though. And then on the guy on the right, well, I guess it didn't matter. Yeah, the other guy, rerolling misses, hits, and then 3s to wound. Another 1, no rend. 5s. Nope, kills him too. I'm gonna pile in and fight Oberyn, makes sense. 1 die, 4 up. Nope. Back to me. Oberyn's gonna go then. He's gonna try and smack this fella. He's already piled as much as he can. So on a 4 with his hammer, 2 attacks. 2 hits, 3s to wound. 2 at -1 to that guy, so 2 6s. Damage 2.
No, sorry. Bow guys have no saves.
Oh, okay. Well, still damage 2. So he's just toast. Pound and fight. 4+, 1 or 2. Hits. Wounds. 4 up. He's okay. Grad's gonna put both into the unactivated guy. So 2 attacks, 1 hit. Doesn't wound.
So arrow guy is the leader, so he gets 2 attacks.
Yep.
With chop 4s and 3s.
Is it chopper or errors? I thought the arrow is head different.
Because he's the
leader. Oh, he gets a
chopper.
chopper. That's right. 4s and 3s.
So 4s,
2.
2.
Oh.
3s, 1.
1. Okay. I think I've got a 6. Oh, 4+ save because of all the gold hammered into my body. I forgot these guys are like, they have gold tattoos. So I'm done. So you've got your...
1 guy left.
Last guy, yep.
4
hits.
And a 3. That's wound.
Wounds. 4 up. I'm okay. Battle Shock, you took 4. But your bravery is +2 now because you have a friend within 6. So you're basically +2 to your dice roll versus your bravery. So 7, what's your courage?
6 to start.
So 1 guy's gonna go down. So you can pick 1 dude to remove as a casualty. Can pull him, okay. And that's round, no, I went first. So it's your half of the second battle round. 2 CPs, gonna cast some magic, pick 3 units within 20.
So 1, 2, 3.
Makes sense.
So 6, I need to roll 2 dice. So I get it.
Did I ever fight with him? No, I think I did. So you do get it, so I can't dispel. So you roll a die for each unit, right? So for him...
that guy first. 4,
takes
so...
1, he's just dead.
Okay.
And then for Severin... 5, so just 1.
Yep.
Goes to 1. And then for Fuel Grimnir, takes nothing. All right, hero phase done. On to movement. I think everybody's locked in combat, so unless you want to retreat, you're just there. You could honestly retreat with him if you want to. Yeah,
I'm going to retreat with him.
That makes sense.
So he makes a full move, correct?
Yeah, just walk outside of 3. If you want to walk over there, you'll tie it so that nobody controls this.
So we'll go that way.
Makes sense. Retreat as well. Uh-oh. They've smartened up. You can shoot your bow and arrow into melee. So go ahead and shoot my Tefk there with your bow and arrow. Your bow and arrow shot for your leader.
Nope.
Misses. Sorry. Still misses. Just get rid of that die. Your leader's gonna fight. Hit once with a 6.
And
wounds. 4 up save for Tefk. Nope, takes a wound down to 2. He's smarting. Over to me. I don't have a lot of good options here because I can't get back control of the swords. But I can go with him. He's gonna pile into these guys. And he'll do an attack into each. So in the left guy, 4+, 3 rolling. He's got 2 axes. Hits, 3s to wound. Nothing. And then the guy on the right, rerolling misses. Nope. Mr. Stab-O-Matic, 1 attack.
Gonna attack him.
On a 4. Two misses. He's gonna go. He'll attack the guy that hasn't swung yet. 4s. And then 3s is Grand Hammer. 2, -1. You have shields of 6s. Take 4. And it explodes. We got in melee, so it's just Tefk. He's gonna swing. He's got 3 on 4s. And then wounds on 3s. Has nothing. That's in turn, so battle shock test for both of us. So I'm on an 8 +1. I can't fail. I'm okay. You're on a 6 +1, so if you roll a 6, could be bad. Actually, no. You're on an 8 +1 too, because you got 2 friends within 6 of you. So, new round, top of 3. You control the Quicksilver Swords again. So, you get to move them 8 and have them swing on something with 12 dice. You can try and kill Tefk, or you can try and kill Oberyn. Sorry, Severin, actually. Everybody's pretty beat up. Over there and fight Tefk, or sorry, Fjolgrimnir.
Yep.
Makes sense. I keep getting the 2 of them mixed up. So, Fjolgrimnir, you need to roll 2 6s on these dice, and I'm dead. 12 dice. You should get this. Oh, yeah, just enough. I can't shrug it because I'm not near a Chosen Axe, so he's dead. General dead. My champions who are alive, I get to pick one to become the next general. So we'll do, I guess, him. we'll do Tefk. Let's pull off all our activation markers. Again, these are super handy. Highly recommend if you do this for combats. Have some kind of like just jeweled identifier or something for your who's fought and who hasn't. So hero phase, I got nothing because I got no heroes that can do anything in the hero phase. Movement. Well, it's time to make an example out of people. So you're gonna go over here. Oh no, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna go say hi to the boss. You're gonna go back to here. And then, it's a problem though, because I need more models nearby. I guess we fall back with Oberyn. And he falls back. Oh, he can't, he's just going to fall back 5, actually. Can't run and charge anyway. So we're going to go to there. It's going to be shooting phase, which I have none of. So charging, we'll charge Severin. He makes it with an 8. He's going to charge all the... Oh, I have to go within a ½ inch anyway, so we're going to go to there. We've got Angrad. Shield charge and go 7. She's going to charge into him. Right there. Already in melee. He fell back, so I get to pick the first fighter. Get him, Severin. You can do it. You got 2 attacks. 3 attacks. Normally on 3s. 2's because of Layla of the Tyrants, because you got lots of wounds. And then force to wound. Ha! 1 and -1. Make that save.
6 up. Nope.
Nope. So that's 2 damage. So he's toast. And we slay the general. He's done. Over to you. You've got 2 guys in melee. This is clearly the more important one because you control the Quicksilver Swords if you stand next to it.
1 attack. Hits. Doesn't wound.
Well, Tef's gonna fight then. 2 attacks. Rerolling misses. And then 3s to wound. 2 at no rend, no mod, so 2 5-ups. But he is damaged 2. So 1. Gets through and kills him. Are you within 3 here? You definitely are, so you can pile and fight if you want.
I sure do.
Go get him, boss.
So that's the boss with the choppa. 4s and 3s. 1.
And rerolling 1s because of my shield. Nope, take a wound. She's got 1 left. Well, she's gonna stab your boss man there. On not that. Bottom of 3. It's up to you.
And we're straight into the combat round.
You want to fall? I would just fall back because if you just fall back out of melee.
You're gonna charge me anyway?
No, you're gonna kill me with Quicksilver Swords because you're gonna hold it.
So fall back.
Yeah, there's both need to be within 6 of it and not 3 of me. There you go. Forgot a battle shock test for last round.
Oh.
I'm on a 7. I'm okay. You're on a 5.
-2.
You're fine. Top of 4. You once again control the Quicksilver Swords, so you can send him to kill whoever you like. All right. So you just want to be within 6 of them because you can keep him. You can keep it near you still.
It just has to be within 6 of
It just has to be within 6 of that guy to fight him, yeah. And it can move 8. It can only move 8, though. And it flies. You can go sit up there, maybe? Yeah, okay. There you go. 12d6, get 2 6s. And it murders Oberyn. I like that we're just hunting the most damage. Oh, Oberyn's in pieces. It's over to me. Well, I gotta hope I can kill you, because I get to go first now, so I'm at 3 CPs. But I gotta kill these guys, because everyone's on 1 wound except for Tefk. So we're just gonna stay outside of... Oh, actually, we'll go this way. Just stay outside of 3. Steelheart's gonna go. It's gonna walk over to here. And then Tef's gonna run, try and get near the swords. We go 6. So he's a fast dwarf today. Gets to go 3 extra. He's gonna stand over here next to the quick service swords and be like, "Come after me!" Charges, get him, Steelheart. Thank God I have 3 CPs. Let's reroll that one. Ha! That's more like it. It's like a 7. So we're gonna charge laterally, so we can stand like that. And then Angerad's gonna go. Everybody's really close to dying though. Angerad, she goes 8, so she's gonna go charge to the door. Stand right there. And we're going with Severin first. Kill him. Hit on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Gotta get 1. I got 1. 1 at -1. Make your 6. Nope, he dies. You.
Boss is gonna boss. 1.
And
1.
Oh, does it? Okay, 4 up. Real ones. No, she's dead. Oh my God, we're tied in the swords again. Turn 5. This is it. Whoever controls the end of this round, or whoever kills the most points. We're tied to control right now, so it doesn't move. So it'll come down to who controls at the end of the game right now. So I think we actually dice off. It stays under your control until I'm able to get it back. So go ahead and move it. Whoop. Okay. Steelheart, just duck, dive, and dodge. If you can dodge it, only 1, 2, it kills him. I gotta kill you. This is it. This is how we do. I'm walking out. I stay within 3. I get to go first in the 5th round. Charge. He goes 5. Go stand here next to the swords. These my swords. Dax, hit on 4s. Reroll and misses. Wounding on 3s. Come on, come on. This is what you're bred for. 2. 2 saves, no rend. 5 up. No, 6 up actually. Makes 1, fails 1, but I'm damaged 2, so he dies.
Oh, yeah.
Blam! That's at the end of the turn. We've regained control, like, after it killed all of our friends. Tefk is the lone survivor. And so we've killed more battle points, because you're obviously tabled, so you're at 248 probably for renown killed. And I'm at the same minus 16, because he's a leader, so minus 21. He'd be 18 points actually, sorry, because he's 13 rounded down, and then 5 points because he's the unit leader. So that 18-point model is all I've got left, but we've hunted the most dangerous prey of all, which apparently is flying swords. So there we go, into the game, managed to pull it off with 1 guy left. We also realized we forgot for 3 rounds, we forgot actually, sorry, 6 rounds, because it's 6 combat phases you were in.
Ooh.
Because you didn't do any in the first turn, so second through, yes, you should have had 2 extra pylon fights probably, because you would have rolled 66 looking for 5s. Let's just roll 3. There we go. 66. What happens? You got 2. Exactly what we thought. You would have 2 extra guys piling and fight. And it might have mattered. It might not have mattered. Yep. But something that we did forget halfway through the game. I also forgot I could reroll my battle shock tests. Not that it super mattered when my battle shock was like 8 on the table.
Battle shock. No,
I did take battle shock tests. There was 1 I could have failed, and I didn't fail it. So yeah, so it wasn't super relevant. But anyway, lots of possibilities here. I think this is a great thing, especially for the Shadespire warbands. If you want to give them a try in this is like just designed for them almost, because you get to have some cool heroes, have them run around. You can't customize them the way you come like the standard guys, but it's just neat to be able to get the models have new life, basically, have them run around and do stuff. Yeah, and because it's by Grand Alliance, being able to mix and match is really cool too. I have a whole like bin of just random order models that I'm like kind of excited about painting. And then I think this is going to be great actually for those of you who are really excited about AOS 28, which is the like Blanchitsu, almost like Inquisitor style playing of AOS. It's like horror themed AOS. This is perfect. Use any miniatures you want. You've got battle plans ready to go. The battle plans are all pretty sinister too. There's like stopping a ritual, a test of like champions. This is actually a perfect rule set for those of you collecting AOS 28 warbands. I think you're gonna be stoked to try it out. As long as the models, you can find profiles in the same Grand Alliance, you're ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna go at this again when you see the next White Dwarf come out. So when the February White Dwarf comes out with the next phase of rules, hopefully, we'll start some of the escalation campaigny stuff and give it another go. So if you enjoyed that, we'll see you for more Warhammer Age of Sigmar Skirmish in the future. Big thanks for Jay coming in and trying it out with me. And for you guys for watching, thanks to Ash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.